Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to my Atletico Madrid career mode series here on FIFA 20. At the end of last episode, we got straight into the January transfer window, but we didn't do any business. And I did say at the end of last episode that I was going to use the time between recording that one and this one to do a bit of like searching to see if there's anyone that catches my eye, because we do have £24 million with a good amount of wage budget as well. And I've kind of made a decision. So what I'm going to do is go onto Squad Hub, change the position to that. I am going to keep Morata for now. That is what I'm going to do. But one player that I am going to list, unfortunately, is Thomas Lemar. I am actually going to add him to transfer list, and I've also already unblocked offers for him, so then we can get offers for him. His stats. He has only played 12 games, in fairness, and he's got like good stats, 4 goals, 6 assists, so 10 goals contributed. But I just feel that I want to take a bit of a different approach going forward, and Thomas Lemar, there's a reason why he hasn't played much game time for me, because I haven't rated him as highly as Felipe Anderson this season, and Kingsley Coman, who have done a lot better on the wing. So one thing that I wanted to do it was decide, do I want to go for a new striker or do I want to go for a new winger, because obviously the Morata situation kind of links to how Lamar's is, because if I bring in a new winger, will they play as much as Thomas Lemar did? Will they be playing more? So, and I have taken the decision that I do want a better winger. So the one name that I am going to look at, I haven't said his name in previous episodes, because we have played a Leverkusen and it has brought my attention to him, is Leon Bailey. 4-star, medium work rates, which is very much like Coman, but like Coman last episode had 4 goals. That's not really a problem. That's not an excuse. 22 years old and he can play both wings, which is fantastic. He's going to have good pace and agility and acceleration, stuff like that. So we're going to have a bit of a scout report for him. Obviously there's no rush because they haven't got a bid in for Lemar yet, and I'm still obviously going to be tracking Mbolo, another 22-year-old from the Bundesliga, but it says right now that he's still recently joined, so we're going to keep tabs on him throughout this month. But that's realistically about it for the transfer business at this stage. So we're going to get into the first game, which is against Levante, and then I believe our second game of the episode is going to be our first cup game, and we're going to be against Valencia, which is going to be nice and interesting. They're going to play all white, or they're going to play in that kit. I think they can play in that kit realistically, so that is fine. As for the team, I'm kind of happy with that, but I realistically should change permanently how I want my lineups to be. But for now, it's fine. It's fine. So we're going to get into this first game. So, yeah, as for transfers, we kind of know what sort of direction we want to go down. Sell Lemar, bring in Bailey, and then the hope is maybe I have enough and Mbolo's available. If Mbolo's available and I can afford both, then I believe that Morata's time at Atletico is going to be up, unfortunately, because I'm starting to realise that, especially in last episode against Osasuna, when we battered them for 7-0, Morata didn't get a single goal, but he had fair chances. So yeah, it kind of shows to me that he isn't cut out for my team, which I don't know if that's fair or not, but at that point I think that we need someone that's clinical. And talking about clinical, after 3.5 minutes, Koke has got yet another goal this season, and he has put us ahead against Levante in the league. So one thing obviously I want to do in this 2020 period now that we are in, and we're actually nearly up to the point where we are in real life in this series, but obviously we're not going to slow it down. We are going to be playing still a daily series, because I am very much enjoying doing things like this. Okay, Morata, please score. Alright, Morata scored. Is it consistent enough for my liking? No. But the thing is, Rodrigo's doing about the same, so I need to take into consideration Rodrigo as well. And to be fair, I have had a couple of thoughts, but I haven't said it out loud. In fact, Rodrigo may only be here this season, because I realistically want a main striker who I like absolute adore, that fits my style, and then I want Mbolo to be a backup who's like a big brute of a player, which I do actually want. So hopefully we can do that. But João Felix is through. João Felix has scored. Absolutely brilliant. I believe that's his 18th of the season. So, like I said, I want a player that can score 30 plus goals in a season, and so far João Felix is on his way to doing that. Is this going to be another game where we break our record of 7-0? It's too early to say at the moment, but Levante are definitely a team that could definitely succumb to that after, because 15 minutes in it's 3-0. Oh, I was literally about to say Oblak in the last few games has realistically had nothing to do, but we have just gifted at my goal. And I did say that Oblak is a brilliant keeper, I would say the best in the world, but he has made a couple of mistakes, but that kind of is my fault. Like, I can't get away from the fact I literally just rolled it to the feet of the striker there. Morales is a very good player. Morata's through again. Maybe should have taken an extra touch, because Aitor does very well to block that off, or stop that, I guess. What's up with João Felix? Oh, nothing's wrong with his feet, but I wonder what that is. Hopefully it's just something that disappears, because we wouldn't want João Felix out for any sort of time. He should be alright. Renato Augusto, that's an interesting signing for Levante. It's good passing. João Felix is now recovered from whatever that knock was. That pace now with João Felix is actually insane. It gives us so much more from João Felix. I think João Felix started very well at 80 rated. But now at 86 rated, can you believe? He's just brilliant, and that's half a season he's gone up 6 ratings. He definitely is the European Golden Boy with like things like that. Oh, Morata! If I could have 2 João Felixes, one up front and one on the wing, that's brilliant. So what I'm looking for from my main striker is someone quite small, someone like Aguero-esque, but not Aguero, because Aguero's just a bit too old now. Otherwise I would have loved to bring him back to Atletico Madrid, but I think that is now out of the question. But I have a couple of ideas, but I'm not going to share them just yet, because at the moment they're just fiction, or they're not even anywhere near reality, because they would cost a lot of money. Okay, Levante are back in this game. From 3-0 down, it's 3-2 now. Okay, maybe it's just my concentration levels, because I'm starting to think about transfers. But fair enough. Fair enough. Love that. Morata, couldn't get past Vezzo. Damn it. Okay, got to be a bit mindful in this game. Ah, good tackle. It's not a penalty at all. Okay. He's aimed for the far post here. Turned away by the goalkeeper spectacularly. Oh, that's brilliant. There we go. 3-2 at half time. We're winning, which is nice, but we should be winning a lot more comfortably against a team where we're expected realistically to batter, and we were after 15 minutes, but the next half an hour realistically was more Levante. Okay. That's brilliant. You may have noticed I have started Thomas Partey in this game. Even though we're going for a bit more defensive lineup, it will seem that we are struggling to defend. It's a good ball. So Felix on the left hand side right now. Bit weird. That's nice. Okay, I need a runner. Oh, Morata should have gone near post. There we go. Saul doing what João Felix and Morata could not do. Getting at the back stick and score. To be fair with João Felix, like, he didn't have a chance because it was intercepted just before it got to his feet. But I am very happy with that right about now. And that is absolutely fantastic from thingy. Yep, that works. From Saul. 63 minutes into it, I probably should take off some players because we play midweek. Let's bring on Rodrigo and let's also bring on Donny, I think, for Koke. Oh, that's poor by João Felix. It's nice. It's nice. That I don't think was Morata's fault. It wasn't the best pass from Coman, but I don't know. It's one of those. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those where I don't know. Morata. Cleverly done. Okay, now those subs can come on. Probably a bit later than I would have hoped, but it's not the worst thing ever. I'm sure João Felix will be fine for the game. Okay, last 15 minutes, back into control with a 2-goal lead, which I'm happy with. That's an interesting ball. Ah, come on, that's harsh. That is harsh. That's not really a push. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's a brilliant bit of play, you know.
Excellent work on the attack. Atletico Madrid.
Gets it across. Ah, Felipe Anderson can't get there. Oh, that was poor. He's not going to give up on it. That's a brilliant goal by Felipe Anderson. You got to remember, Felipe Anderson, it took us so long to bring him into the club because I just had a feeling with him that we could just turn him into one of those players that could just be brilliant for Atletico. He has been brilliant, and he just does bits of magic that no one else seems to be able to do, which is a bit bizarre. But he's had a great season. And I'm happy I persevered and actually went for him at a bit of a higher price, but still not as high as West Ham would have wanted. Nice.
minutes left. That's added time.
There we go.
Maybe the counter-attack is on here.
Ah, that's a bubble. It's alright though. 5-2 seems to be the scoreline, and 5-2 is what it ends. A very entertaining game. Maybe didn't go quite to plan because we conceded 2 goals, which, I don't know, it just adds a bit of drama, doesn't it? But no, I'm very happy with the result and the performance to go with it. Realistically, I am very happy with to score 5 goals at home, where we're keeping up a good run of scoring a lot of goals, except for the 1-0 win away at Betis. But we're starting to score a lot more goals at home, which I really do like. Like this question is getting dull now. Yeah, they weren't on that level, realistically. Time to focus on the next match, which is against Valencia in the Supercopa, which I believe is just a Spanish Cup. Hermoso is happy that I've put him back into the club. Let's be honest, I didn't put him back in, but you're welcome. You are welcome. João Felix, those stats, look at them, high 80s for most of them. Short passing is going up as well. He's becoming an all-round top quality forward. Should be the right answer for that. Okay, so we've got Valencia coming up. Naby is in good form of late. I'll consider it actually. I think he will actually play. But one thing I am going to do is change up the starting lineup as the template, I think, because I do want to change it up. And I'm actually going to change it up even more than that, because this is something that I was thinking about during the Levante game, is I actually want Naby now to be a starter, and I want Thomas Partey to come out of the team. Yes, he's scored a win against Barcelona, he's played very well, but it seems we actually play better when he's not in the starting lineup, and we've got that freedom. Saul is actually a very good centre mid, so I'm happy with that. But Thomas Partey, I'm not going to lie, do we need him? Because we've got Llorente as a backup. Actually, look, to be fair, I'm actually going to possibly list up Llorente. Thomas Partey can stay for this season, minimum. Because I'm just starting to think about the future of this team and whether or not we need everyone. I'm going to list Marcus Llorente now. Just because we could get a bit of extra money, and it means that we can invest in different places, which I believe would be key. Rotation is key, so like Hermoso will play in this game, 100%. There is a good chance we'll win. There's a possibility. I'm going to say a possibility because it's not given. Home stadium means morale boost. See, I think that's more the case. Our team is prepared for anything, anywhere. Because we go to the Mestalla now, knowing that we could possibly have a very good game if everything goes to plan. Oh, it's snowing. It's snowy in Spain. Okay, I see you, game. Right, so what we're going to do, obviously, is put in the likes of Rodriguez and Vasalico. And I'm actually going to change both centre-backs. I'm actually going to play Llorente in at centre-back. Thomas Partey is going to be playing in this game, and Van der Beek is going to come in for Koke, and then we're going to have Lamar. Well, we still have him on that side, and we're going to start Rodrigo against his former club. I think we are ready to rock and roll. It's going to be a tough game, especially because it is in the snow. That's one thing that we haven't done in this. In this series yet, I guess, is played in the snow, which is something to look forward to. But Valencia are a tough opponent, especially for our first involvement in the cup. All right, let's go. Okay, it's not as white out as I thought. That's good because obviously they're playing in white kits. That's brilliant by Naby.
Atletico Madrid. I think if we get a nice, sharp, quick tempo to begin with, we're in for a real treat here because we've got a couple of entertaining sides that love to go forward.
Okay, I need a runner.
Now he wants to take them on.
Oh, Gabriel Palesta did very well to come over there and stop the former Valencia man. Keita with the curler.
No way through for the shot. Blocked. Dani Parejo. It's good attacking play this from them.
Almost so brilliant.
Been deflected out, so it'll be a throw in. Kondogbia.
It's a good shot by Kondogbia. But I think Oblak was always going to save that.
Ready to celebrate a goal.
That's nice. Question is though, yeah. Lodi, the ex Atletico man.
Great interception.
That's ours. Thank you.
Referee has blown and he's given the free kick.
I remember last time we played against Valencia, I believe it ended 3-2. It's one of those games
Thomas.
where it was just very difficult to come back against them, but luckily we did. So I'm expecting a very good game from
Costa.
Valencia. Maybe not a good game from our aspects of like we like to just batter teams and have an easier game, but it's definitely going to be a good game for a neutral point of view. Okay. Lamar's through.
We could be in. Real chance now. Atletico.
And João Felix has opened the scoreline.
It'll be difficult for the opposition now, I think.
That is brilliant. Well done to Lamar. This is the problem with Lamar. He's actually decent, but we just don't play him enough. I think it's just because I just don't prefer him over the likes of Felipe Anderson and Coman and stuff.
Made the interception, made it look easy actually.
He's done very well there.
Here's a chance.
Rodrigo with a shot. Can he get it back? No.
Made the save, but he couldn't hold it. Well, that cleared the danger. It was a decent opportunity.
Diego Costa doing everything he can against his former club.
Still a buzz about this place after that save, isn't there, Martin? Keeper keeping his team.
Oh, ho, ho.
What a stop. Gabriel Paulista. He's given possession away here.
That's a brilliant ball.
Atletico
Another
driving
one.
the possession stakes. They're doing a great job here. It's been a classic counter-attacking performance.
Okay, I didn't mean that.
To be dominating possession to get yourselves ahead.
Ah, nearly.
Proper defending under some pressure.
Naby with a shot. Oh, just wide.
The laces there, didn't they, Alan?
That was very close.
Not a bad effort at all.
One thing I don't like is it's a white ball.
Van der Beek. Thomas.
Should be yellow.
Basalico.
God, Lodi is keeping to João Felix very nicely. I say that though, João Felix has scored.
The referee has awarded this free kick.
Let's just give that to.
Clearly a foul and an easy decision for the referee, and he's a good referee.
Oh, Guedes.
He's chosen not to show the yellow card. No,
Pace haul, pace haul, pace haul.
relationship with the players this referee has. Cross down
Get out, get out.
defender.
Love that.
Now Thomas. Here's Naby Keita. Set up to play on the break now. Here's a chance.
Ah, Naby with another shot.
Any keeper
Oh, I like the coat I'm wearing.
swung in from the corner. Not really away from the threat here.
1-0 right now isn't safe enough.
Challenge.
Oh, Vasalico came in there and did very well. Right, knocked it on. Knocked it on. That was a tougher pass though, that was a tough pass. Okay, coming up to half time. That's ours. Don't think we can cause anything to happen though in that time. No. Right, 1-0 at half time away at the Mestalla. That is not bad at all, to be honest. Definitely some improvements to be made, but crucially we are ahead. I'm going to be making changes in the second half, I think.
Get the ball rolling for the start of the second half.
Actually, we have a week and a half until our next game. I did notice that before I started this episode.
Going forward with real
Ah, something wrong with Rodrigo again. He's slipped into that mould of when we first got him, where he just feels useless.
Plenty of width for the team to attack
Oh
into.
dear.
Patient play from them.
Right, come on, Thomas. You've got plenty of room to run into.
Waiting for confirmation from Napoli. We got it earlier today that they've completed the deal. Well, we're here just around 15
Not the
minutes,
greatest
which I don't
pass ever.
think is bad money for this quality of player.
Speculative effort from Van der Beek, but we need that second goal. That is crucial.
Rodrigo. Here's Naby Keita. He's confident with the ball at his
Naby likes to have a bit of a wander, you know. I like it.
pressed high here.
That's a good ball. Is it going to slide off the pitch though?
Promising forward
Just
play
about
from
good.
him again.
It's alright.
Rodriguez. Here's Naby Keita. We've reached the hour mark. Half an hour to go. Atletico. Encouraging play from this team now. Keeping the ball. Van der Beek. Rodrigo. Well, it is a mistake, but they've got the ball. They could be in now. What an opportunity.
Oh, it's a good ball across. Just can't find someone in red, white and blue. Okay, I'm going to make a sub here. Rodrigo realistically has been useless, so Morata's going to come on. Bring on Koke for Keita as well. Oh, I'll make Keita. Thomas Partey has had a decent game to be honest. And we'll bring on Felipe Anderson for Lamar, I think. I'm going to keep João Felix on, I think.
Three changes, all at the same time.
Okay.
It's quite a drastic decision from the manager. Now Thomas. Okay. Felipe Anderson. Thomas. He's read that, hasn't he? And made the interception. Made it look easy, actually.
Oh dear.
That's what they've been looking for. The ball in behind. And
It's offside, it's offside. I had a feeling it was, because I thought I held the line quite nicely. Was that Lodi off?
He looks back on that. I think he might be a
And
bit
Quam Costa on.
because the striker seemed to time his run really well. Attacking Atletico Madrid down the flanks. Real opening now. That's great work by the goalkeeper. Well, they managed to get out of harm's way then, because it looked as though
well got out of the way then.
damage done to them. Felipe Anderson.
Woo! If that got through, I think João Felix would have scored.
Into the danger area. Well, now they're behind. They've got to try and switch things around. And here comes a substitution.
Saw the run.
Felipe Anderson.
Oh, I tried the ball across early.
Broken up in the end by good defensive play.
Parejo's just too good of a passer to try and intercept off. Last 10 minutes.
The outcome, I think, although still in some doubt, is going to favour their victory.
Oh dear.
Two options now in forward areas for them.
Keep hold of it, keep hold of it.
Goalkeeper's ball.
7 minutes to hold out.
Still 7 minutes left on the clock. Felipe Anderson. Koke. Pass and move. It's the way it's going for
I just couldn't see him then properly.
Garay. Danny Parejo.
Say a Parejo pass, you can't cut it out because he's so good at it.
Well, if only they'd played like this a bit earlier.
Shit.
They're in this position, they're chasing the game. Added time coming up, there'll be 2 minutes of it. They're looking forward, Atletico Madrid, in this wide area.
No.
Marcos Llorente.
There we go.
Well, it doesn't matter how you win a semi-final. Once you win
Oh wait, Super Coppa is that new tournament they've just added in it that they've played in Saudi Arabia? Am I right in thinking? So that was the semi-final. So then in a few days' time, so this weekend we're going to be playing the other semi-finalists. Am I right in thinking that?
En primer lugar, querría agradecerle su tiempo para contestar a estas preguntas.
We trained hard. Like, that's all I can say. We didn't dominate. He deserves all the praise. Hermoso played very nice. We were the better side. Oh, so is this that? I think this is that tournament, isn't it? So, am I wrong in thinking that? I can't guarantee you playtime, mate. Okay, keep it up. And thanks. I'm proud of you, but I'm at the same time I'm trying to sell you. I don't know what that was. Yep. Now we've got Barca in the final. It's that tournament that they've just played in real life where Atletico lost in the final on penalties to Real Madrid. This isn't the Spanish Cup. When do we start the Spanish Cup then? Also, we still... this is an interesting point. We can find out who we're playing in Champions League. We're playing Inter Milan in the semi-finals of the... so when does the Spanish Cup start? Or have they just abolished the... they've got rid of it? I don't actually know. But... it turns out next episode then we are going to be playing against Barcelona in the final of the Super Copa. Oh dear. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the squad hub and have a look at the stats, how everyone's going along. João Felix is starting to score a lot more goals, meaning in fact he's definitely a lot more prolific now. Kingsley Coman doing well. It's not really much has changed too much from last episode, but we do have quite a few in double figures right now. I expect Koke to get double figures before the end of the season. Maybe Van der Beek. Maybe. I'm not too sure. It's possible. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode of the Atletico Madrid career mode series here on FIFA 20. If you have enjoyed, please sure to smash that like button. But until next time, guys, goodbye.